Okay, lovely. So this is my February reads. I'm a little late. I haven't done January. I just did that video, and now I'm doing February, mostly because I've taken a new position at work. I haven't really been able to do this as much, but I wanted to take time out to let you know what's going on. So I haven't read as many books this year, and that's okay. I do have a goal of 200. Am I going to hit it? Probably not. And that's fine because this year I'm going to do the reading as I would love to read it, not necessarily just to be reading. I want to love the books I'm reading. And so far this year, I've had really good books. There is some that I'm just not as big of a fan. I could have done without. So I'm a big fan of Allie Hazelwood. I love most of her books. Not in Love, which is the first book I read in February, is not my thing. And that's okay. I'm completely okay with that. I don't say anything bad about most books. I won't tell you what's good, what's bad in it. I just didn't feel it. Wasn't my thing. Then I reread How Does It Feel and What Did You Do by Janine O'Reilly because I got a wonderful arc of Where Did You Go by Janine O'Reilly, which, by the way, the fourth book is coming out soon. Also pre ordered that as well because you can't just read that. So if you haven't seen these wonderful books right here, well worth it. And I can't say it enough. Then I got another arc that I read, and it's by A.L. Jackson. It's Under the Endless Moon. It's the second book in the series. And if you haven't read A.L. Jackson, she's well worth it. And completely amazing. So all of her books that I've read not had a single thing wrong with them. They are definitely romance. They are definitely keep you involved. They definitely have spicy scenes. So if that's your thing, go for it. Well worth it. I had my first DNF in February, and it was Faded Hearts, and that's okay. Just not my thing. We read that for our book club. I made it about 50 pages in and went, no, thank you, and that's okay. I am going to try to read her again. I'm not going to say her name just because I don't want to be rude. However, it's not my type, but it might be somebody else's. And this was a point 0.5, so I may give the book one a try. So if we can get onto that, we'll definitely do it. The next book I read, and it was absolutely a 5-star read, is definitely it's called Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. I absolutely love her rom coms. Her rom coms are absolutely the cutest. So if you haven't read them, go do it. Then I stayed on the rom com thing, so I read The Accidental Dating Experiment by Lauren Blakely. Absolutely love them. She does amazing at rom coms, and every time I read her stuff, they make me laugh out loud. And then I went into a new author that I had never read before, and I did read one going into March for the same author. And this is it's a series, and it's called Witchy Rom Com Fantasy Series, and it is the series name is Baking Up in Magical Midlife. So the first book is Butter Sugar Magic. The second book is Bread Coffee Magic. Third book is Bittersweet Magic. And the fourth book is Sweet Sour Spells. And it's by Jessica Rosenberg. These were cute. They were definitely witchy rom commy. There was a little bit of like just kind of find yourself in them. Well worth the read. So if you haven't read it, well worth it. So that is all of my February ones. Sad to say I didn't read as many, but I did get some that was well worth it. So let me know if you read any of those.